Have you ever looked at a bowl of grapes and thought, this is the kind of snack I can feel good about? They're small, sweet, refreshing, and they seem so harmless. But after 60, that little snack can add up faster than most people realize. And for some older adults, especially those watching blood sugar, blood pressure, or weight, grapes can quietly become more of a problem than they appear. The surprising part is not that grapes are bad, it's that your body is different now. After 60, insulin sensitivity often drops, digestion slows down, muscle mass changes. Your kidneys and blood vessels may be more sensitive than they used to be. And if you take medication for diabetes, blood pressure, or heart health, your body may respond to sugar very differently than it did years ago. That means a snack that once felt light and easy can now lead to blood sugar swings, energy crashes, and cravings that keep building through the day. This is not your fault. No one really teaches seniors that even natural sugar can add up quickly when the portion gets too big, the timing is off, or the fruit is eaten the wrong way. In this video, I'm going to show you the grape habits that may be working against you and the simple, safer ways to enjoy fruit without feeling deprived. And if you have diabetes, kidney disease, or take medication, please talk to your doctor about what's right for you. Worst number one is eating grapes by the bowl. This is one of the easiest mistakes to make because grapes look so light and harmless. They are small, refreshing, and easy to keep eating without thinking. One handful turns into two, then two becomes a full bowl. And before you know it, the sugar adds up much faster than you expected. For some older adults, that larger portion may raise blood sugar more than they realize. After 60, the body often handles sugar less efficiently. Insulin sensitivity may be lower. Muscle mass may be lower too, which means the body may not clear glucose as smoothly as it once did. The hard part is that the signs are easy to miss. You may feel sleepy after eating. You may feel hungry again sooner than expected. Some people notice more thirst, lower energy, or cravings later in the day. The better approach is simple. Pre-portion your grapes before you eat them. Put a small amount in a bowl and put the rest away. Don't eat directly from the bag. That one habit alone can make a big difference. And the next one is even more common. Worst number two is eating grapes alone on an empty stomach. This is where many people get caught off guard. Grapes may be natural, but when you eat them by themselves, especially when you are very hungry, the sugar can be absorbed more quickly. There is no protein, fat, or extra fiber there to help slow things down. What looks healthy can still spike your blood sugar after 60. That does not mean grapes are bad. It simply means the body may need more balance now than it did years ago. For some older adults, especially those with diabetes or prediabetes, eating fruit alone first thing in the morning or between meals may lead to a sugar rise followed by an energy drop. You might notice shakiness, light hunger, brain fog, or feeling tired again too soon. A safer option is to pair grapes with something that slows the sugar down. A few nuts, a spoon of plain Greek yogurt, a little cottage cheese, or even a boiled egg can help. Quick check-in. If this is helpful, comment 1 so I know you're with me. Worst number 3 is eating grapes late at night. Now here's where it gets surprising. A lot of people think fruit is the perfect evening snack because it feels lighter than cookies or chips. But for some seniors, late night grapes can quietly work against stable blood sugar. At night, the body is winding down. You are moving less. Your system may not handle sugar as efficiently as it does earlier in the day. That means the natural sugar in grapes may affect you more strongly when eaten right before bed. This can happen slowly, it can happen quietly, and some people wake up the next morning feeling dry, heavy, tired, or not quite steady. If you already live with diabetes, prediabetes, or take medication that affects blood sugar, it's worth being especially careful here. Talk to your doctor if you're unsure. A better habit is to enjoy grapes earlier in the day, or after lunch rather than late at night. Now, here's where it gets even more important. Worst number 4 is choosing grape juice or raisins instead of whole grapes. This is a very common trap because both sound healthy. But grape juice removes the fiber that helps slow sugar absorption. And raisins may be small, but they are very concentrated in natural sugar, which makes it easy to eat too much without noticing. A small glass of grape juice can deliver sugar very quickly. A small box of raisins can do the same. For some older adults, especially those watching blood sugar or weight, these forms may add up faster than whole grapes. The better choice is whole grapes in a modest portion. Whole fruit is usually the gentler option because it is more filling and easier to control. If you do enjoy raisins or juice once in a while, keep the portion small and be mindful of timing. The good news is this: you do not need to give up grapes completely. You just need to eat them in a way that works better for your body now. Now here's the good news. Grapes do not have to become something you fear. They simply need to be handled with more care after 60. Your body is not asking for perfection. It is asking for steadiness. When you control the portion, choose the right time, and pair grapes with the right foods, you can still enjoy sweetness without making your body work so hard. Better number one is to pre-portion your grapes before you start eating. This sounds simple, but it may be the most important habit in the whole video. Grapes are one of those foods that disappear quickly because every bite feels small. You may not notice how much you've eaten until the bowl is almost empty. So instead of bringing the whole bag to the couch, wash a small serving and place it in a small bowl. Then put the rest back in the refrigerator before you sit down. This gives your brain a clear stopping point. It also makes the snack feel intentional instead of automatic. For many seniors, this one change can reduce sugar intake without feeling like restriction. You still get the sweetness, you still get the freshness, you just remove the easy overeating. And that matters because after 60, your body often does better with steady portions than large sugar loads. Better number two is to pair grapes with protein or healthy fat. Keep it simple. You do not need a complicated meal plan. You just need to stop eating sweet fruit completely by itself, especially when your stomach is empty. Try grapes with plain Greek yogurt. Try them with a few walnuts or almonds. Try them with cottage cheese, a small piece of cheese, or even after a meal that includes eggs, chicken, beans, or fish. Protein and healthy fat may help slow digestion. That means the sugar from the grapes may enter your bloodstream more gradually instead of rushing in all at once. This can be especially helpful for older adults who feel tired, shaky, or hungry soon after eating fruit. And remember, this is not about making grapes perfect. It is about making the snack more balanced for the body you have now. If you want a simple what to eat instead list for the week, comment one right now. Better number three is to choose berries when blood sugar is your main concern. If you love fruit but you are watching your blood sugar, berries can be a very helpful swap. Strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, and blueberries often give you sweetness with more fiber and usually less sugar per serving than many sweeter fruits. They also feel familiar and easy to use. You can add them to plain yogurt. You can put them on oatmeal. You can eat a small bowl after lunch when you want something sweet but not too heavy. Small swaps add up. That is the part many people miss. You do not have to change your whole diet overnight. Replacing a large bowl of grapes with a smaller portion of grapes plus berries may already be a better choice for some older adults. And if you have diabetes, kidney disease, or take medication, ask your doctor or dietitian what fruit portions are safest for you. The goal is not fear. The goal is steadier energy, steadier hunger, and steadier blood sugar. Better number four is to eat grapes earlier in the day, preferably after a balanced meal. Timing matters more after 60 than many people realize. Eating grapes late at night may not affect everyone the same way, but for some older adults, it can make blood sugar feel less stable overnight. A better time is earlier in the day, especially after lunch or after a meal with protein, fiber, and healthy fat. That way, your body is not receiving a sweet snack when it is already slowing down for sleep. For example, you might enjoy a small serving of grapes after a lunch with chicken, vegetables, and whole grains. Or you might add a few grapes to a plate with yogurt and nuts in the afternoon. That is very different from eating handful after handful while watching television late at night. And if you take diabetes medication, blood pressure medication, or have kidney concerns, it is always wise to ask your doctor how fruit timing and portion size should fit your personal plan. Now let's turn this into a simple plan, a simple 7-day plan. Here's a simple way to enjoy grapes without letting the sugar sneak up on you. For the next 7 days, do not try to change everything. That usually leads to frustration. Instead, focus on 3 small steps that are easy to remember and easy to repeat. Step 1. Change one sweet snack. If you usually eat grapes straight from the bag, stop doing that first. Wash a small portion, place it in a small bowl, and put the bag away before you start eating. This gives you control before cravings take over. It also helps you enjoy the grapes more slowly instead of eating them automatically. Step 2. Add one source of protein or fiber. When you eat fruit, do not let it stand alone every time. Add plain Greek yogurt, a few nuts, cottage cheese, oatmeal, chia seeds, or a boiled egg on the side. This small addition may help your body handle the natural sugar more gently. It can also keep you full longer, which means fewer cravings later. Step 3. Cut one hidden sugar source. This week, choose one thing to reduce. It could be grape juice, raisins, sweetened yogurt, fruit cocktail, or late-night snacking while watching television. You do not have to be strict. You just have to be aware. If you make only these 3 changes, you may begin to notice steadier energy, fewer cravings, and better control over your fruit portions. And that is the real goal. Not fear, not restriction, not giving up every sweet food you enjoy. The goal is to help your body feel steadier after 61 simple choice at a time. Now let's bring this all together. Grapes are not a bad food. They are not something you need to fear, and they are not something every senior must avoid completely. But after 60, the way you eat them matters more. A small handful of grapes can be refreshing, a large bowl can add up quickly. A few grapes after a balanced meal may be fine for many people, but eating them alone late at night or replacing whole grapes with juice or raisins may affect blood sugar more than you expect. And this is the part I want you to remember. You can feel steadier without strict dieting. You do not need to punish yourself. You do not need to give up every sweet food. You simply need to make the snack work with your body, not against it. Pre-portion your grapes, pair them with protein. Choose berries sometimes. Eat fruit earlier in the day. And if you have diabetes, kidney disease, or take medication, talk to your doctor about the safest fruit portions for you. Small choices like these may seem simple, but they can protect your energy, your hunger, and your confidence around food. Comment 1 if you want the next video tailored to your goal, blood sugar, blood pressure, or cholesterol. And tell me your age range, 60, 70, or 80. Your body has carried you through many years. It deserves care, patience, and better information, not fear. So the next time you reach for grapes, don't think, I can never eat this again. Think, how can I enjoy this in a smarter way? Because health after 60 is not about being perfect. It is about being aware, steady, and kind to the body you have now.